G'day young indie fans, I hope you're all going well. Now this wasn't originally meant to be my first voiceover video, but hey, plans change, am I right? Anyway, I wanted to talk about my glorious experience meeting Lloyd Owen, who played young Henry Jones Sr. in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. On the 30th of March, I went to the Supernova convention in Melbourne, Australia, mainly to meet Lloyd Owen, and as you can see in this photo, the queue was completely empty, so I didn't have to wait in line at all. I did go Sunday, so I imagine Saturday would have been a much busier day for him, and he did do a Q&A panel on the previous day, which I was unable to attend. So I approached him, and he was very polite and easy to talk to. I asked him to sign this custom-made Funko Pop based on young Henry Jones Sr. from the Travels with Father episode. For my autograph, I asked him to write, "We are thinkers, and we must treasure our ability to think," a quote that he recognised and remembered very fondly. Now in regard to his experience working on Young Indy, he spoke very highly of his co-stars and remains good friends with them to this day. Sean Patrick Flannery, Corey Carrier, Ruth DeSosa and the late Margaret Tyzack, whom he described as a mentor figure when filming the series, and remained very good friends with Tyzack up until her passing in 2011. He also very affectionately referred to her as Maggie. He also told me that the genius of the restoration quote he said in the British East Africa 1909 episode was his own idea. Apparently he asked George Lucas if he could reference Sean Connery and his quote from The Last Crusade, and Lucas agreed to his suggestion after thinking about it for a moment. I also told him that the series was a great influence on my life during my teenage years, and that I came to the convention mainly to meet him in person, and he felt very humble when he heard those words. I did ask him what the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles series means to him, and I wish I had filmed his answer. But fuck it, I didn't think about it at the time, so I'll do my best to recall what he said. I remember he said the show really means a lot to him, because it was a pleasure to work on with the cast and crew, and that he became good friends with his co-stars as I mentioned earlier. And he's also happy that the series created a fandom and got people interested in history. After he signed my autograph, I took the opportunity to take a photo with him as well, and the price of both the photo and the autograph were quite reasonable and well worth it. After the photo was taken, I shook his hand and I told him, "Thank you very much, Lloyd," and his humble response was, "My pleasure." So that's my video about my experience meeting Lloyd Owen. He's an absolute gentleman, and I highly recommend anyone meet him if they have the opportunity. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you all have a great day.